帰りなさい Goes and guys knows the saddle To a good broken to do Another episode in the winter time Where I'm so chipper and cheery Because I am so close to vacationing In a foreign place which I've already visited Before you could call it foreign, but I call it foreign. Wait, that doesn't make sense. It's technically not foreign, but it's overseas, but not overseas like Europe. So it might just be something closer than Europe. Not Atlanta or Georgia or maybe New York. No, it's not a place in the United States. Oh no, that would be terrible. Actually, not but yes, but maybe. Yo, what matters here is that I'm very chipper and not at all very ticked off. And y'all know, when I say that I'm not ticked off, I'm ticked off. I'm not gonna tell y'all why, but it doesn't matter. What does matter, though, is Team Trees. Donate. We are literally less than $500,000 away from reaching 20 effing million dollars donated and 20 million trees planted. Donate now, today, tomorrow. Ask your grandma, ask your talking dog Stanford. Alright, whatever you can do it. And the same goes for this goes for the other thing. The other thing meaning what? This also goes for the Jingle Jam. Go join it. Do it. Okay, it's two and a half year anniversary. Is that how long this game has been going on? Pretty sure it's not 2.5 years. Oh, well, it's 2.5 years. Hey, oh. Please check the notice about the guaranteed gotcha with a scratch. Thank you for playing. Not much Memoria Freese. We have confirmed the following issue. Oh, okay, this is just stuff. Okay, I don't have to read all this. Alright, cool. Thanks, pals. I don't know what you did, but you did something. Anyway. Today we're going to be doing the usual, sort of not the usual, but we're actually going to be wrapping up something that ends today, which is the Heroic Trials. Not sure how long this episode's going to be. But I think it's going to be a bit longer than I think. I'm thinking maybe like an hour long. Depending on how long it takes us to get to, I don't know, 100, however long it takes us to get to 100, 300, or 6, however long it takes for us to get to 600, tokens, or winter gifts, or whatever I'm going to call them. So yeah, that's the whole gist of the episode. I'm gonna be ranting as usual. Luckily, I don't have to study for anything right now, because tomorrow, even though there is midterms, I exempted both midterms that occur tomorrow. So that's pretty cool. So I'm just chilling. I'm just vibing. And vibing is cool. And what I mean by vibing is I'm going to play some Spider-Man on the PS4. While also playing Memoria Freese. So yeah, here's some rants. Not a lot of stuff happened today besides my chemistry exam or midterm. It was easy. Not super hard. At some questions it was a little hard, but not super hard. It was sort of like medium. Medium easy. I just finished wrapping up some exercise stuffs. which is cool and all. I promised myself that I would watch Dr. Stone and Lovely Complex this past weekend, where I should have finished an anime, the second season of that one anime, but I didn't. I literally haven't. I haven't watched anime. I haven't had time to watch anime. And I'm not watching it now because, that makes complete sense. So, yeah. That's where we're at. Let's turn on the fan a little bit. I'm sorry if that background noise is going to be annoying, but I'm just gonna have to live with it, palios. What else happened today? Not a lot. Like I said, not a lot of stuff happened today, except for the chemistry exam. So what do I have to rant about? What can I possibly rant about for 2 or 1 hour? That's the question, kids. That's the $1 million question. What am I gonna rant about in a ranty episode? Let me think. Simulacra 2 came out. If you don't know what Simulacra is, it's basically a game where you find someone's phone and they're like either missing or dead or whatever, and you have to figure out how they died or like why their phone is here, like just stuff like figuring out how they died. It's sort of like an investigative game. And the first game I think came out like a year ago, and Jacksepticeye and Markiplier played it, and I think 8-Bit Ryan did as well. I feel like a lot of other YouTubers played it, but I don't know enough to know everyone who played it. But I know it was a really popular game. I know that I really liked it. Simulacra was really interesting. There was a lot of games like it too, like after its release. But I forget the titles of those games. So I really can't help there. But yeah, Simulacra 2 came out just recently. And it's really good. Like, they stepped up the production like 50%. Not 50%, but like 100%. It's really good. It's really... There's just something about this one that's like 80 times more interesting than the first one. Like, the first one obviously will always have the title of, being the OG Simulacra game, but, like, all of, like, the spoofs of Simulacra, like, except, not including Simulacra 2, because, Simulacra 2 is Simulacra 2. It's the sequel to Simulacra. Like, all the other spoofs of said, like, oh yeah, you find a missing person's phone and you have to figure out what happened to them type ordeal. I really like all that, like, I'm glad that I enjoyed Simulacra 1 and it got me in that thing. No, but yeah, like I was saying, Simulacra 2 so far is really good. Jacksepticeye hasn't played it, but 8-Bit Ryan has, and he's a kind of cool YouTuber. He's entertaining, and so I've been watching him play it, and yeah, some pretty cool stuff. I highly recommend, if you're into like mystery and like some jump scares, like it's not super scary, but it's like, if you're into some jump scares and a little bit of like, how can I say it? Not like drama, but like suspense or like uneasiness type feeling, if you're all for that sort of like tense thriller, I guess you could say, Simulacra's the game for you. Like, seriously. I know it's on the phone. I know it's a mobile game, the first and the second one. It's also on the computer. But I haven't actually played it myself, so I wouldn't exactly know 100%. I just know that it is an app. I'm not sure if it's actually on the computer. If it is, that's cool. But yeah, that's just I'm just basing off my words from what 8-Bit Ryan said, because in this first part of Simulacra 2, he said, oh yeah, last time I played on the computer, but this time I'm going to be playing on like a tablet, and I mean, that's what he's doing. He's playing on a tablet. And so I can only be led to assume that, you know, Simulacra and Simulacra 2 are both playable on computer or PC and mobile. So that's cool. I'm not sure how much it is. I can only assume that it's like $10, maybe $5. If it's a free game, I don't know where the hell they get their money from. But yeah, it's fun. It's a fun game to watch. Only thing I wish is that, you know, 8-Bit Ryan's entertaining, right? He's obviously playing Simulacra, great game, or Simulacra 2, great game. It's just these times, you know, when you start watching a YouTuber who is starting to play a new game, but also has like 50 other series going on, is when you're craving for that one series. That's like the one thing that keeps you hooked on that channel, and then like it's like an anime, all right? It's like literally every show. It's like everything in existence on YouTube or media. It's like you see one thing of like for example, like UHC, like Minecraft UHC. I've been into that whole thing for the past like month or so. Like whenever I get the chance in the mornings, I sort of just like, you know, take on my phone, you know, go on YouTube, and then I find like a UHC video by Tapple or by Skeppy or whoever else. Just any one of those. And you know, they're not like amazing quality content. I mean, they're all right. You know, they're content. You know, it's content. You know, I can't ignore content. You know, and it's Minecraft, and you know, who doesn't love Minecraft? And so it's like when I watch one of those, you know, I'm obviously gonna want like even more. And so when it comes to, you know, starting Simulacra 2 or starting to watch, you know, 8-Bit Ryan play Simulacra 2, you're gonna want more of Simulacra 2. And same goes for anime, same goes for like literally every rom-com, TV show, reality show, literally everything that you can think of that's come from media in like the past, like, I don't know, 5 decades, like ever since television was invented. It's like one episode of anything comes on, and then you get hooked, and then you gotta wait till next week for the next episode. It's common. It's common. Literally, if you don't feel like that, then you really are living under a rock. Like, seriously. Unless you're like Patrick. Unless you're like Patrick. Unless you're like Patrick and you have a TV under your rock. Which, if you do... Damn. That's baller. Let me think what else. No, but yeah, like I said, Simulacra 2. Awesome. It's an awesome ride so far. If you have money to buy it, you know, you should buy it. It's a really good game. And if you don't, you know, really want to buy the game and, you know, would rather see how it actually works and how it goes, I definitely suggest whether 8-Bit Ryan or Jacksepticeye to watch Simulacra 1. And since Jacksepticeye isn't uploading it, I can only recommend 8-Bit Ryan for Simulacra 2. So that's my thing there. Anyway, enough with the Simulacra stuff. Rick and Morty. I've talked about Rick and Morty, I think, a few times on this channel ever since Season 4 started coming out. I'm not sure if I talked about Rattlestar Rick Lactica, the most recent episode. If I did, and I'm just repeating myself, pardon, but you know, that's just how it's going. No, yeah, Rattlestar Rick Lactica. You know, that was a great episode. That was a great Christmas episode, which I kind of keep on forgetting. Like, every time I say the title of the episode, I'm like, hey, it's Battlestar Galactica, but it's Christmas. I completely forgot that it's a Christmas episode. No, yeah, it's a Christmas episode, and that's really funny to me. I gotta give it kudos, like a lot of kudos for it being a Christmas episode. Despite it being extremely far from Christmas. I mean, you know, besides the Christmas lights and, you know, the Santa or the Santa hat, and, you know, like the punch card at the end. But besides that, it's really doesn't feel like a Christmas episode. Because it's mostly, you know, it's snakes and, you know, Terminator and, you know, like RoboCop and, you know, all those missions. I mean, all those movies. Yeah, I'm just waiting for that second half, man. Second half of season 4 is gonna be popping off, according to the creators. But anyway, what else do I have to rant about? Right, you know, let's actually talk about this game for once. Memoria Freese, freaking the OVA for season, 3 is coming out, I think it's either late or early January. And then we're getting the next season in July of next year. So that's pretty hype. It's pretty hype. I'm excited for that. I have the manga, and I think I mentioned that before. I have the manga of this, of the anime, I have the manga of this, game, anime, whatever you want to call it at this point. But I haven't really read it too much because I'm kind of focusing on the other manga that I have. I've kind of just bought way too many manga series, you know, for me to like actually focus on one. And when I want to focus on one and I realize, oh man, this manga series has already been finished, and I don't want to finish it knowing that there will never be any more ever again. That just sort of happens to me. So, no, but yeah, I'll eventually read the manga for this show. I know that I don't have all the manga, and same goes for No Game No Life. I got the No Game No Life manga a while back, like last year, while back. And I've been trying to find a good time to read it. But I also want to complete, you know, this manga series and the other. And that's what I actually haven't looked into, is if Memoria Freese, you know, has ended. You know, the manga. I'm not sure if it's ended or what. I haven't really checked up on that. I don't know how recent the manga comes out. Because I'm only up to, like, book 6 or 5. And yeah, I haven't really taken the time to look in how many volumes there actually are. Because as far as I know, Tarabi could actually be a canon character. Noelle could be a canon character. Like, literally every character from every event could be a canon character. You know, except for the collabs. So, you know, what the hell do I know? You know, like, so, yeah. I know there is another movie, I believe, for Memoria Freese coming out. Maybe, I think. Maybe I'm getting that wrong. Which, you know, of course, that's really hype as well. There's a lot of hype stuff coming from Memoria Freese. It's really popping off. I hope... I mean, I know the game is popular, obviously, and I know the anime is popular, but I hope that it gets you know, as well known as My Hero Academia or Dr. Stone has gotten well known. Because, you know, this game really is a treasure to some people, including me. Anime game, you know, same thing. It's definitely. Except, you know, the game has like 80,000 hours plus of content, you know. Whereas the anime is like, what? Freaking 13 episodes, 26 episodes, what is that, like 12 hours? Boy, the Spider-Man game that I'm playing right now is longer than the anime combined. Anyway. What else do I have to rant about besides Memoria, Freese? Disney Plus seems to be popping off, and I think I talked about Disney Plus, and how I'm not gonna get Disney Plus. I've always kind of liked Disney. Disney's awesome, you know, of course, freaking magic makers of the century. But I don't know, you know, like, in recent years, there's just something about Disney that has, like, put me off, I guess. I mean, I still watch the movies, like, I watched Coco, and I watched, you know, Toy Story 4, I know that's Pixar, but, you know, basically Disney. And, I haven't watched Frozen 2, like, obviously Endgame. Basically all of Marvel is Disney, all of Fox is Disney, so I've watched a lot of Disney stuff, you know, whether it be The Simpsons, because, you know, The Simpsons is Disney's now, you know, or is it? Yeah, it is, I think. Yeah, you know, like, I've watched The Simpsons, you know, I've watched all the Marvel stuff, and that's all good, that's all fun, and, but, you know, I don't know, but, like, the past year or so, there's just been something in the back of my head that's, like, that's not gotten me too hyped with Disney stuff, you know, besides the Marvel movies and besides some of the animated stuff. And I mean, as much as I would love to watch all the old Disney stuff, old Disney movies and the shows and all that kind of stuff, I don't know, I don't know, I feel like the only reason that people are getting Disney Plus, and the only reason why I would actually get Disney Plus, you know, besides the nostalgic feel, is, you know, obviously for the one show that I'm pretty sure we all know what show I'm talking about, alright, it's, come on, say it with me, come on, at the count of 5, we're all gonna say it together, alright, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jeff Goldblum. No, definitely. No, it's definitely The Mandalorian. Everyone's going there for The Mandalorian. And I can't blame them. I mean, Mandalorian is pretty cool. I gotta be honest, though. Like, I literally have seen nothing. Like, the trailer, nothing. Like, the only thing I've seen of The Mandalorian, besides, you know, The Mandalorian and the title, The Mandalorian, and, you know, The Mandalorian's, you know, best sidekick, which is Baby Yoda in, like, 50 different formats. There's not much else that I know about The Mandalorian. Well, there's actually one thing I know, that The Mandalorian is, like, the story about, one of the Mandalorians, which Mandalorians are a race of bounty hunters or something like that. You know, like Boba Fett's race, but that's all I really know. Like, I when it comes to me and Star Wars stuff, like, I love Star Wars. Star Wars is awesome. Star Wars is amazing. But there's just something, you know. I've watched the, you know, like, the recent trilogy. Like, I've watched the recent Star Wars movies. Like The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, you know, I haven't watched Rise of Skywalker, obviously, yet. You know, I've watched Solo, I've watched, Rogue One, and I think, I'm not sure, but I think I watched, like, the very first Star Wars movie. But besides that, I haven't seen all of them. And I feel like I'm unprepared for this for the final movie of the saga. It's just because I don't have enough time for things. And I say that, you know, recording episodes like this that are probably going to end up being an hour, and but it's true. I really don't have much time for things, and when I do, I'm usually like 20% lazy and 30% not. So yeah, that's just how it goes. What else can I rant about? You know what? I'll be right back in just a moment once Aragona, you know, just deals some massive damage over here. Okay, calm down, Aragona. Okay, you've calmed down. Alright, yeah, so I'll be right back. I gotta just do something real quick. I'm not gonna pause the live stream, obviously. I'm gonna continue it. So I'll see y'all in just a minute. And I'm back. Alright. That took like 2 seconds. We're still a ways away from 600, but you know, we're making decent progress. I like making decent progress. Still trying to think what I can rant about, though. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to end this episode off short. Which I really don't want to do, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do all of the rest offline, just because of things. So, I'll see you guys later. Alright, arigatou gozaimasu for watching. Sayonara.